Welcome to another episode of H.F.C Convo. I'm your host, as always, Wes Hunt, and this is my co-host,
Juss Da God.
And this is the podcast where we spark blunts and conversation. And in this episode, like, share, subscribe. But in this episode, we will be talking about how to navigate in the dating world. Alright? How to navigate in the dating world. The three things we're going to be talking about is the three subjects is self-reflection, navigating the first few dates, and maintaining healthy relationships. You know what I mean? As we say, that Smoke With Me playing, that's out now actually. Wes Hunt LG SoundCloud, that's out now for the 420 special. It's actually out now on SoundCloud.
You get it, you get Spotify, iTunes, Tidal.
You know what I mean? But this is going to be the motherfucking theme for the things that we're talking about. You know what I mean? Love and relationships and dating. Not really love, but I'm dating relationships and shit like that. You know what I mean? So, to start it off, is self-reflection. I'm going to go right into it. We're not going to play no games, straight shots, no chaser. How important is knowing what you bring to the table before entering a relationship? How important is that to you? Know what you bring to the table before entering, before you start dating.
It's important. Very important.
Right.
To know your self-worth, to know what you're worth, so you know you're not taking no shorts in the road. You know you're not gonna take no shorts because you know what you're worth.
And as far as bringing to the table, know what you bring to the table. Right? Like, as far as like, I'll elaborate on it. It's my turn, but you know what I mean. Like self-worth. Obviously, we can get to that point too. That's a good point. But know what you bring to the table, not only as far as money. Well, you know what you bring to the table, whether you're a good guy or good girl.
Yeah, self-worth.
So I'm elaborate.
Yeah, self-worth. Not money. I ain't saying financial worth, but self-worth. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm a stand-up dude. You know what I'm saying? I want a stand-up chick, or you know what I'm saying? Vice versa. Or, you know what I mean? I'm hard-working, or, you know what I'm saying? I'm loving and caring. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what you're bringing in, offering as an individual of yourself. So you know what I mean. So you should know what you're looking for. You know what I mean. So before you get into any relationship, you should know yourself. You know what I'm saying. You should know yourself.
That's why it's the first subject. Because I was thinking about what we said the other day as I get these subjects up. I mean, doing these subjects, I'm like, and we talking about the self-reflection shit. Like, damn, whatever you fucking subject, whatever you bring up, it always goes back to that, doesn't it? Like that's what we talking about the other day. Like looking in the mirror, like it always goes back to that. But like, I'll let you go before I go on.
Yeah, you gotta know who you want. Once you know who you want, you know what you want. And once you know what you want, there ain't nothing can stop you. When you're confused, you know.
So you before?
No, I'm done.
So you say if dating, you really know what's important. But if dating, you think I'm just talking about dating. I mean, when you're in a relationship, I'm talking about before the first date. You think self-reflection is very important?
Nah, I mean to be honest with you, if it's just a date, I don't really give a fuck. It's just a fucking date.
But I'm talking about dating.
If I'm
dating with the thought of like maybe if I'm dating you, if
we already had a few dates and I think that you could be the one, then I'm thinking about self-reflection and so on and so forth because I already, you know what I mean, what I'm bringing to the table.
But did you ever think about like self-reflection growing up? Like, did that question mind? Like, I know what I bring to the table. I know you probably know what you want.
No, because
I don't think I did, bro.
I know because I'm just dating. I ain't giving up. I'm not trying to be in a relationship. So I ain't really thinking about getting married. So I ain't really thinking about all that. I don't give a fuck what she, you know what I'm saying? What she brings, I don't give a fuck. It's just fun, having fun. Go to the movies, we kick it, go, you know what I'm saying? It's just fun shit. You know what I'm saying? You get older, you start wanting different shit out of life, out of relationships. So now maybe you start looking for something different. You know what I mean? But when you're younger, you know, you just having fun. It's a date. Now if you're dating with the intent of getting to, if you're dating, but no. Even still, it's just a fucking date. Unless you're dating with the intent. If you're dating with an intent, that's different. Then I'm self-reflecting and I'm thinking about if I like shorty beforehand.
See, at a certain age, no matter what age you on, I mean, before I say my thing on it, because this shit is deep. I mean, like before you go into like, say, like whatever age you want, because I can't say if you're older, because some people are gonna ready to settle down. Think about marriage at 27, 23, 24.
They shouldn't though.
I wasn't. They shouldn't, but I wasn't there. But some people do. So I'm just gonna say I was gonna say a certain age, but it doesn't really matter. So if you, like you said, it's all about the intent. If you come in with that intent to do it, to go and settle down, but I still think, I think people go with that I think people still don't self-reflect though. That's the crazy part. Like, I'm gonna keep it G real. even when I knew and I had the intent to settle down, so like that, that's like I'm not gonna lie, I did self-reflect. I really did. I can't lie. I sound.
Yo, to be honest with you, you're supposed to be self-reflecting before you can go on a. You're supposed to be self-reflecting.
Now I'm talking as far as relation, not only as far as what you. I'm talking about what you bring to the table, because both parties are gonna bring something to the table. A lot of guys, and I'm doing this for mostly guys, and even if it goes for girls, but a lot of guys don't know what they bring to the table a lot of fucking times.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's why the girl can run all fucking.
But that's what I'm saying. You're supposed to be fucking self-reflecting before all of that. Because
pushing on your worth, because
self-reflecting is not just. It's something you should be doing because you're supposed to know who you are. Once you know who you are, you know what you're looking for in a relationship. You know what you're looking for in a job. You know what you're looking for in anything. So you're supposed to be self-reflecting, figuring out who you are before you even get in a relationship. So once you get in the relationship, you know what you're getting in the relationship for. If it's for fun, or if it's I'm looking for someone I can hold down, you know what I mean? Right, you know what I mean? How that shit work. Depending on the individual, depending on where you are, mentally matured, spiritually matured, you know what I'm saying? Because we all gonna get older physically, but are you mature mentally and spiritually?
A lot of people ain't.
No, majority of us don't.
Majority. I mean, like, how important, but me, I think it's very important to know what you bring to the table. If you're a guy or girl, we enter in a relationship, and like you said, you're supposed to be doing that beforehand. Like, if you want to be honest, and it's gonna sound cliche, and it probably is extreme. I don't think it's extreme. I think it's responsible. I don't think you should have a kid. I don't think you should enter into a relationship with a girl or a guy if you're not together yourself mentally. If you're not together, because all you're gonna do is put all that baggage on the other person. Like, if you're not together yourself mentally, if you know you fucked up, and you know you got some shit to work on, I don't think you should be dating. I mean, you probably dating because that's fun, like I said, but I don't think you should be dating with the intent to settle down. Nigga, you got a lot of shit to work on. Sure, you got a lot of shit to work on. So like, why the fuck you trying to?
You shouldn't even be dating.
Or why you trying to bring a kid in the world? Or why you trying to do this, nigga? You bugging.
And I'm just talking.
I do think it's very important for you to know what to bring to the table.
I'm just talking when, you know me out the ass, to be fucking honest. But you should not be dating until you know who you are.
Yeah.
That should be the last thing on your mind. Until you figure out who the fuck you are.
That's not the point.
Until you figure out what you want out of this life, because you're only here for, Lord knows, 20, 30, 40 years. Some of us only here 10 years. 3 years. So if you're able to even manage to live longer than 10, 20 years, even between that time, you should be figuring out you should figure out what I want out of this life, because at the end of the day, I mean, pussy gonna be always there, dick gonna always be there, money gonna always be there. You know what I mean? Who you are, because you only got a short
Party's
time.
always gonna be there.
Yeah, it's only a short time between birth and death. You know what I'm saying? No matter if you live 70 years or 80 years, it's a short time between birth and death. So in between that time, you ain't born to be obligated to a woman or be obligated to your. You know what I mean? That's one of the that's one facet of life. You're here to find out who the fuck you are and why you here. You know what I'm saying? And what's your purpose here? You know what I'm saying? And you can't do that if every minute you're chasing down a bitch or you're chasing down a nigga. That shit ain't gonna add up. It won't add up. It won't add up.
But,
you know what I'm saying? But you take time out to figure out who you are. You know who you are, and then you meet a young lady. You know what you want from her.
That's a perfect segue.
You know what you want from her.
We starting doing some Chris Paul shit. Listen, how important is it to know your values and your deal breakers? Most importantly, even before entering a relationship. Because I talk to a lot of niggas, I talk to a lot of girls. They don't know before entering. They don't know they have deal breakers because everybody does, but they don't like scout the person they plan on. I'll make this my shorty. I'll make this my nigga. And I'm really scouting it for your deal breakers. I'm listening to the stories and they saying like 2, 3 deal breakers that you already told me that you have. Like, so like, how important is knowing your deal breakers? It's make or break. I don't give a fuck how bad the chick is. I don't give a fuck how handsome nigga is. I don't give a fuck how much money nigga got. But you got deal breakers that you just set in stone on. So how important is that?
It's important. If the person don't offer you what you want, what's the point?
I mean, people find everybody all the time. They have to fucking time.
Yeah, because people tend to sell for less.
I mean, it is selling for less actually. Yeah.
It's selling for less because, alright, if you want a pretty girl to dress nice, intelligent, somebody's a go-getter, somebody who can support you, somebody who can support you emotionally, somebody who can support you mentally. If you want all of that, and you meet her, and she's a go-getter, she's pretty, she dressed real nice, she's smart, she's a good person, but she don't offer the rest of the things, would you take? Yeah. I mean, you understand what I'm saying? Now some people will be like, why not? Because you got
Nobody's
that.
perfect.
Nobody's perfect. You can. Now I would agree with that and say if you could live with the other things that she's not offering, she don't like to cook too much. She ain't a great cook. She ain't really good with children and the other things that you may want. If you could live with that, or if she's willing to, my favorite things for the past week is the 3 C's: communicate, cooperate, and compromise. If she's willing to do all of those 3 things, then we can work. But if not, no. Because the fuck am I selling for less, and then you ain't even willing to work with me? The fuck am I doing?
I think
that's a bad situation.
That's
that's a bad situation ready to happen.
I think that shit is super, super duper important. Only the reason why, because like when you go into a relationship, and I'm probably saying this another more again during this podcast, but when you go into a relationship, both sides got a certain standards and certain things they expect from the other. But that also motherfucking changes. I don't give a fuck if it's a date. The first date won't be like the second won't be like the third will be like the fourth, because it's a filling out process. So, on the 3rd or 4th date, I don't give a fuck if she's doing everything, or he's doing everything he's supposed to do. Or he have, like I said, 6 out of 10 of the things. But say the 6 out of 10 of the things is light. And the 4 things that he or she don't got is the more important things. I don't know if you should settle for that. Because nobody's perfect. The thing, the reason I'm bringing up people changing is because, like you said, if they're willing to compromise, which is meaning, like, sacrifice certain things to change for your comfortability, because that's what relationships is. And we both in a long-ass relationship, so, like, we're not speaking from a place of not knowing. I mean, it's just like...
You gotta compromise, communicate, and cooperate.
So if she's willing to do that, he's willing to actually compromise, and because it's reasonable, yeah. But, I mean, it's super important to know your deal breakers. It's super important to know your values and your principles and knowing what... Like, even if, boom. Like, I was listening to some other shit, I forgot what it was, so I don't want to lie, but, he messed with some chick, and he was super religious, and she was an atheist. I think it was on Dr. Phil. They talking about, and
it ain't gonna work.
Of course it didn't. Like, it's always advantageous, but they like, I really love her, and she's like, nigga, you can love her all you want. If you're a religious person, you going to church, and she doesn't even believe in God, how the fuck is that gonna work? But that was a real relationship. That's like, how does that even lead up to a relationship? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, what the fuck are y'all doing?
Like, she excluded everything else.
How? God? Like, if you're religious, how the fuck you exclude that? Because for the pussy, it had to be pussy. I mean, or she physically looked the way you like to.
Or you willing to.
That's just ridiculous.
Or you willing to understand her point of view.
But he did it. I can understand that.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But that's probably what led them to even getting together. He's willing to try to say to me, I understand your point of view, but it was too much for him. You know what I'm saying? Because he still believes in fairy tales.
Yeah, I mean, but how important is self-confidence in dating?
Self-confidence is everything in dating.
And life in general, but especially in dating. How is important? Because I'm not gonna. This is for the men right here. I'm gonna speak on this first. I'm gonna let you go.
Confidence is everything.
Super confidence, super important.
Women are attracted to
confidence.
Listen,
I'm telling you this right now. The reason bad boys, last guys finish last, is not. Bad boys, first of all, invokes emotion from the woman, whether it's negative or positive.
It evokes masculinity.
It evokes masculinity, evokes emotion, evokes excitement. And,
it's all masculinity.
And bad boys is usually confident.
And they're masculine.
When you're not confident, right? Guys, fellas, because I see this shit every fucking day. When you're not confident, I told you, girls got a sixth sense. Girls can pick up on a fucking, even if you try to act cool, they can pick up on your cornball, unconfident shit from the jump. But here we go again, back to self-reflection and how girls can pick up on you being a fake confident nigga. In order to get that real confidence, you have to self-reflect and build that from what you're good at and what you are. Building yourself up. And so you have that real confidence and not cockiness. There's a difference. Cocky people is usually fucking very, very, very insecure. But being confident, you have to self-reflect and you build that up naturally. That's how you project that. And on top of that, one of the biggest things, I'm going to give you one of the biggest fucking jewels. The confidence. And it's going to come out vulgar. Women only, majority, not all. Majority of women only going to really like you if they know if you can fuck other women. Period. If they know that they're the only person that you can fuck, they get the fuck out of here. They got you ready. What you going to do? You know they got all the leeway, but they even know if you can go out there and you could, other girls like you. I don't give a fuck how you look. It's just let's go back to the confidence thing. Like, so like if they know that you could fucking, that's one of the biggest things. That's where confidence comes from too. That's when you like get the fuck out of here. You're not gonna stand for certain shit because you're not gonna be scared of the drought, which I always, me and my boys always talked about back in the days. The drought. Oh, I ain't gonna do this because I know I'm gonna go without pussy. I ain't gonna do this. I don't give a fuck about none of that. You know what I mean? Like, so like, that's confidence too. You know what I mean? That's confidence. Having standards. People like I be on Fresh 50 like, yo, they, girls be like, yo, that's low dick energy. That's insecure. Because you won't, why would you don't have to go posting shit on Instagram if she's doing that? That's insecure. Like, nigga, like, no, it actually is more secure having my standards and not breaking by it. Saying fuck that, I'm not insecure because I don't want my girl over Instagram showing her ass. That's not insecure at all. So it's like, have your standards and have your confidence about you, but you have to build that through real self-reflection.